folks, welcome once again to another technical video from AA Silencers. The vehicle just over my shoulder there is a lovely Jaguar XKR 5 litre V8, absolute beautiful machine. Unfortunately, this particular one's got a problem with its adaptive suspension. Now this came in around about 6 weeks ago. We diagnosed it, went through it, couldn't actually fault the vehicle at all. So the gentleman in question decided he was going to take it to Jaguar for a second opinion. That's fine, never had an issue with that at all, especially if we can't fault it. The vehicle went off to Jag, who said there's a problem with the near side front damper assembly. However, that was replaced and it made no difference whatsoever. So it's back with us today. We're going to work our way through it. Hopefully, the fault is now there and we can diagnose it properly and get it fixed for the chap. Now, if we have a quick look under the bonnet of this car, this is all we see. This is the plug that goes onto the damper. Basically, all this has is a command signal, and there's a solenoid within the damper that's continuously variable, dependent on a number of sensors around the car, and this actually increases or decreases how firm the suspension is. So, here we are inside the vehicle. Now, we've actually removed the back seats on this vehicle. This unit you can see just on the left of the screen. That's the control module for the continuously variable damping system. Now, what we're going to do in a moment, we're going to go on to Jaguar Online, onto Topics, and we're going to get a wiring diagram. We're going to disconnect this plug here, and we're going to start actually doing some measurements for the internal resistance of the damper and also the damper circuit. Now, they're actually done in a pair, as you could see earlier on in the video on that damper strut there, and we're going to measure the resistance. So, we've now removed the module and we're actually going across pins 8 and 9, which is for the near side front damper that we've got a problem with. And the resistance reading across that entire circuit, that's wiring and damper, is 3 ohms. That is bob on in the middle of Jaguar specs. They say between 2 and 4. It couldn't be more in the middle than that. The next thing is we're going to scope that signal now and we're going to see what's coming out of the control module. Now we've confirmed that the resistance in the circuit is good, it's time to look at what's actually going on, what the signals are doing. Now, within a workshop environment, this should be a 0 volt flat line. And you can see there on the blue, that's the driver's side front. No problem whatsoever. The red is the passenger side front. There's clearly an issue within that line. What I suspect it to be is that the output stage of the actual control unit has got a fault with it. So it's time to start looking into that. So, we're now in a situation where we've already done the physical replacement of the module, but what we need to do is go in with Jaguar SDD, which is this, the diagnostic system, and we've got to configure the new module. So we've got to set to and obviously work out, one, where it is in the list. Got to be there somewhere. Look, configure new module, adaptive damping control module. And we're going to run this test plan. Now, what happens is that obviously this has to be calibrated and coded to the vehicle. And we've just got to tell it it's had a new module, confirm the ignition's on, and the system will do the rest. So, now we've got the new module all coded, all calibrated, exactly as it should be. What we've done is we've repeated the scope test so we can see what signals are on there. And as you can see now, all that interference that we had before with the bad module is now all completely gone. All that's left on this now is a nice extended road test to make sure that we don't flag any suspension faults on the dash. And with nice output of just over 500 horsepower, that'll be the enjoyable part of the job.